Good morning! Day 5 of Grandma Math. Here's our math riddle today from the Grapes of Math. It's called Sweet Cherries. Apples are crabby, berries are blue, cherries are sweet. So are you. How many cherries do you see? Please don't count them separately. Pair the cherries bunch by bunch. Add them quick before their lunch. How many's there? How many's there? Ooh, those are the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. 2, 4, 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10, 20, 30. Yesterday we did 12, and our book skips from 12 to 3. But that's not how time really works. It goes from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and then finally to 3 o'clock. Big hand goes to 12, little hand goes to 3. 3 o'clock. Oh no, now the little rabbits are late. Hurry, 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 our dinner won't be ready on time. 3 o'clock. And on an analog clock, 3 o'clock. Are you sometimes late? If you're late, do you do things quickly or slowly? So, what did people use for the first money? Here's some gold. Here's some knives, Chinese tea money, cowrie shells. And some of the first money was actually founded in Assyria and Babylon, kind of in that same area where we talk about Bible time stuff. Almost everything that was easy to carry around and easy to count was tried out. People used seeds and seashells and rocks and leather and animal furs and cows and sheep and salt and tea and tobacco and beads, fish hooks, dog's teeth, feathers, the bristles from an elephant's tail, dead rats, and many, many other things. Some people even used human heads. Just about anything you can think of was probably tried as a medium of exchange. No one knows for sure where the first money came out, but we know about 5,000 years ago the people of Mesopotamia were using metal as money. But even before that, people had other things for money. Because most other mediums of exchange didn't work too well, shells were okay, but seeds rotted or blew away in the wind, and cows were often hard to move. Many people with the best medium of exchange had to be small, easy to use, strong enough to last, and easily available. Metal money was the answer. No one knows for sure, but some think it was the people of Mesopotamia 5,000 years ago. Other people think the people of Egypt around 2500 BC. But the first clearly recorded use of marked coins was by the Greeks, just after 700 BC. Money's been around a long time. In the United States, we use what's called the gold standard. Gold is the most recognized thing for money. All righty. What comes in 2's, 3's, and 4's? This is not Jerry Pallotta. This is Suzzane Aker, illustrated by Bernie Carlin. Two, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. So many 2's, so many 3's, so many 4's. Right now, Teddy is 2. And today, Walter and Joy are both 3. Gwen and Tobias are 4. But in just a few days, Walter is not going to be 3 anymore. He's going to be 4. And a few days later, Tobias is not going to be 4 anymore. He's going to be 5. 2's, 3's, 4's. What comes in 2's, 3's, and 4's? What comes in 2's? Just look at you. You have 2 eyes and 2 ears and 2 arms and 2 hands and 2 legs and 2 feet. And when you look in the mirror, there are 2 of you. There are 2 handles on the sink, a hot and a cold. Usually 2 pieces of bread when you make a sandwich, a top one and a bottom one. There are 2 people on the teeter-totter. One goes up, the other one goes down. And when you fly, there are 2 wings. Two pillows on a big bed, and 2 teddy bears waiting for you to say goodnight. But what comes in 3's? Traffic signals have 3 lights, red, yellow, and green. Yellow for slow, and green for go, and red for stop. 3 wheels on a tricycle. 1, 2, 3. Grandpa's motorcycle has 3 wheels. He has a tri-glide. We usually eat 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And there are 3 things to eat with: a fork, knife, and spoon. Often things comes in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. And there are 3 primary colors that make all the paint we have: red, yellow, and blue. There are 3 important shapes: a circle, a square, and a triangle. How many sides on the triangle? 3 sides to a piece of pizza, which looks like a triangle. 1, 2, 3. And poison ivy has 3 leaves. 1, 2, 3. Stay away from me. What comes in 4's? 4 wheels on the car. 4 wheels on the wagon. 1, 2, 3, 4. A chair has 4 legs, and so does a cat and a dog. Dak and Mozart and the new puppies at Holly's house have 4 legs. Trillian had 4 legs, too. 4 panes of glass in this window. 1, 2, 3, 4. The stove has 4 burners. 1, 2, 3, 4. But 5 dials, because this one controls the oven down below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, there's a clock. What time does the clock say? Big hand is up at the 12. The little hand is down at the 8. 8 o'clock. 4 seasons of the year: spring, summer, fall, and winter. It's winter right now because it's January. And several members of our family have lots of snow. There are 4 quarters on the book. 1, 2, 3, 4. What comes in 2's, 3's, and 4's? All right. We have another counting book, Ocean Counting, and we're going to talk about odd numbers. So if I count 1, I just have one thing. I can't do anything else with it. I can't put it into groups. If I have 2 books and there are 2 people, everybody gets an equal thing. But if I have 3 books, I can't divide it equally among 2 people. One person gets 2 things and one person gets 1. If I have 4, then each of the 2 people get 2 things. But if I add number 5, then one person gets 3 things and the other person only gets 2. Odd numbers don't make an even pile. So we're going to talk about odd things in the ocean. When I count only the odd numbers, it's called skip counting. I can count 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And I skipped counted. I can also skip count with the even numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Sometimes I like counting by groups of 2. Helps me count faster. Here is one striped bass. Grandpa loves to count striped bass, especially when he's fishing and they're big enough to eat. This book counts by 2s. We're starting with the odd numbers. 1 striped bass. Sports fishermen love this fish because it can be found near shore. It is a challenge to catch. Striped bass do not have sharp teeth. Their teeth feel like Velcro. I didn't know that about bass. Ooh. 3 sunfish. And we caught sunfish out at Uncle Brad's dock, too. These 3 huge sunfish are strange looking. They look as if their tails were cut off. Sunfish have a tiny mouth that is shaped like a bird's beak. Ooh. Starfish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count the 5 blood stars. Should we call them sea stars? Most people call them starfish. Starfish are a small group of animals called ectoderms, which means tough skin. One, 3, 5. I skip count what comes after 5 in odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7. 7 basking sharks. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 basking sharks like to swim slowly and bask in the sun. They cruise with their mouth open wide to catch plankton with their gill rakers. Basking sharks are the second largest fish in the ocean. Those are really interesting teeth. Ooh, 7, 9. 9 little green crabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Little green crabs. If you go to a beach at low tide, it's easy to find 9 little green crabs. Gently lift a rock and look underneath. There they are. Skip count. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Are you enjoying odd numbers? Don't be crabby. Keep counting. 11. Northern stars. Northern stars are orange in color. If a northern star loses one of its 5 legs, a new one grows in its place. Sometimes the lost leg grows into a whole new starfish. I didn't know that. Surf clams have a hard shell, and you can find them if you wade in the surf of a sandy beach during low tide. Here's the secret. Wait for a dead low tide till it comes with a full moon. Then you can walk out to the clams and not get wet. 11, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. What'll be next? So when I skip count and I go up, I still only use the end numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So I skip count to 11, 13. That'll have the 5 at the end and the 1. It'll be 15. 15 limpets. Well, that's this little shell here. A limpet is a single-shelled mollusk that attaches itself to rock. A limpet is shaped like a low mountain. Count the 15 limpets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, I had one under my finger here. 15. I didn't know that about a limpet. Ooh. 17 mackerels. There are 17 mackerels. These 17 mackerels are doubly camouflaged. A mackerel's back is blue and its belly is white. If you're looking down from the water from the surface, a mackerel blends in with the blue ocean. If you're underwater and look up, tummy appears white, and so does the ocean because you're looking up at the sky, just like a mackerel's belly. 17 mackerels. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. What'll be next? 19 lumpfish. They're kind of silly looking. Lumpfish have a suction cup on their belly, and they don't suck blood. They attach themselves to things so waves won't push them around. Fishermen say it's bad luck to hurt a lumpfish. So, you're 19 lumpfish. This is your lucky day. Nobody wants to catch you. 19, 21. 21 moon shells. When a moon snail, not moon shells, sorry, moon snail. When a moon snail comes out of its pretty shell, its body is 10 times larger than the shell. The collar you see is made of thousands of its eggs. Count the 21 moon shells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 moon snails. 21. Oh, so we're back to ones. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Now we're starting in the 20s. So from 21, we'll go to 23. Boy, we're really counting high. 23 horseshoe crabs. The tails of these 23 horseshoe crabs are not weapons. A horseshoe crab uses its tail to flip itself over if it lands upside down. A horseshoe crab's mouth is between its legs. 23. 25 cuters. Say hello to these 25. Some people call them perch. These fish are difficult to catch. They nibble like crazy and are experts at stealing bait. And that's what we have a lot of down at Eaglehurst. And they nibble all the bait, all the worms, and don't get hooked on the hook, so we can catch them. 27 hake. If you pick up some of these 27 hake, you'll notice they're soft and mushy. These bottom feeders are often called mud hake, cusk, and whiting. 29 mussels. They look kind of like a plant, but they're black and kind of oblong shape. Count the 29 blue mussels. Not many mollusks have a blue shell. If you ever look for blue sea glass, mussel shells can confuse you. 29. Oh, we're already at 9, and we're going to the next number, which is a 3 in front. So we're going to skip from the 9. We're not going to use the 0. We're going to go back to 1. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31. So many interesting animals out there. Hermit crabs. Aunt Holly had a hermit crab. You'll have to ask Aunt Holly the story of her hermit crab. Some hermit crabs have a soft, unprotected body, so they climb into an empty snail shell and live there. As they grow larger, they move into a larger shell. Would you like to live in a shell? That's why the hermit crabs don't look the same on the outside, because they borrow somebody else's shell. 31, 33 sand dollars. Grandma has some sand dollars in the house. I don't have 33 of them, though. Yay, 33. Most people recognize the white, bony shells of dead sand dollars. The purple sand dollars are alive, and they make the ocean floor look like it's covered with purple polka dots. So the white ones are dead, the purple ones are alive. I don't know that I've ever seen a live purple one. 33. 35. Angel wings. Another type of shellfish. The unusual shape of these clams make it easy to see why they're called angel wings. They have a very thin shell. Be careful if you touch one. The shell usually breaks. 35. Angel wing clams. 37. Black sea bass. How can you tell an even number from an odd? It's easy. Even numbers end with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Odd numbers end with 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. Don't forget to count them. No, we're just going to presume there's 37. 37. 39. Whoa, 39 skate eggs. If you're walking along the beach, you see these strange pointy things. What are they? They're 39 skate eggs. Skates are a type of ray. Some sharks also have eggs cases that look like these. Those are eggs. That's unusual. 39. Oh, we're going back to 1 and jumping up to the 4. 41. Razor clams. Those are really interesting. They're long and skinny. It's time for a shave. Razor clams are shaped like old-fashioned straight-edge razors that barbers sometimes use. They live in the sand and mud and are difficult to dig up. Their shells are pretty thin. Though I remember finding a few out on the beach sometimes. 41. 43. Pollocks. Pollock have a stripe across the side of their body. Notice the dorsal fins along the back. 1, 2, 3 dorsal fins. Hey, that's an odd number too. 43. 45 whelks. Whelks to 45 whelks. Whelks are snails that have a tough, thick shell. Some whelks have a shell that spirals to the left. Others have a spiral to the right. Are they a lefty or a righty? We have family members. Some of us write with our right hand and some write with the left hand. Aunt Heidi and Uncle Peter write with their left hand. Clara writes with her left hand, and Teddy writes with his left hand. It's no right or wrong. It's just what you do. 47. Oh, and 47 takes up both sides of the paper. This is 47 pipefish. They fill the 2 pages. They've been painted their actual size. Pipefish have a skinny body, a small head, little fins, and teeny-weeny eyeballs. Sometimes they swim vertically, up and down like this, and sometimes horizontally like this. Maybe sometimes diagonally. Pipefish. 47. What's going to come next? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45, 47, 49. 49 smelts. Okay, 1, 3, 5. Oh, we just did that. Grandma doesn't have to do it again. They did it in the book. 49 smelts. A group of fish is called a school. Here is a school of smelts. They have to admit they have a funny name. Should we say old ones are smelly smelts? Or are they smelts that smell? 49. Blue sharks. 51. Oh, no, just 50. 50 is an even number. And as you add one more, we count to 50. 50 is an even number. Even numbers can be divided into 2 whole numbers. Here are 50 blue sharks. I can make 2 groups of 25. Blue sharks are known for traveling long distances. The other fish in this book would probably be happy if those blue sharks just swam away. The blue sharks are gone. We're back to 0. The fish, mollusks, crabs, lobsters, and sea stars are all gone. Now there are 0 ocean creatures on this page. 0 is an even number. Ocean counting, odd numbers.